Until this last November, the people we elected to run the government were not actually running the government. That changed when Donald Trump took office at inauguration. You have a U.S. president that is actually running the show again. Look at that sweeping slate of executive orders. Look at fixing the immigration crisis. You had 4 years of illegal immigrants flowing across that southern border. In a matter of 1 week, we're now well on our way to sealing that southern border, ending these DEI programs, restoring merit. That's our American character that we miss, Jesse. And the beautiful part about this is these were man-made problems. We got a man-made solution. Now we just got to execute.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our citizens. We will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Oh boy, I know y'all been waiting on this one. Vivek Ramaswamy. And we got a big one here, a big bombshell. And y'all know there's been a whole lot of back and forth. A lot of people saying this and that ever since he's out of DOGE. He resigned from DOGE. Elon Musk. Is he going to be the governor? Is this going to happen? This is going to happen. So we could not wait to get into this one, man. But I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life. One love, man. God bless them beautiful patriots. The golden age of America. We are off in a new direction. And it's refreshing, man. We are so back. Let's go and jump into this. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And we're going to be dropping the best coverage. We're going to be having fun. We're going to also be keeping it real. So if you don't want me to keep it, if you don't like people keeping it real like myself, and it's not the place for you. Sorry. We ain't going to wait. If you get your feelings hurt, sorry. We're going to keep it real and we're going to hold people accountable. You know? Because we been through enough. Everybody. And I'm speaking for everybody. But as you can see, man, we are kicking butt right now. We are cleaning house. It looks like everybody's to be confirmed. And we are ready, man, for the next 100 days. We got some big confirmation hearings coming up. So, man, let's go and jump in, y'all.
He's a founding member of DOGE and former presidential candidate. So we're hearing you're leaving DOGE after like 3 Scaramucci's. What happened?
Well, the reality is I'm pursuing elected office very shortly. We'll have an announcement soon. But, Jesse, things are off to a great start. I think President Trump has proven, look at the actions that he took in that first week, the most pro-merit president I think we've had in a long time. And as for my vision grounded in constitutional law and the future of the country, I think it's best pursued through elected office. And I'm confident that they're going to succeed in slashing and burning that federal bureaucracy.
People are saying you didn't get along with Musk. What happened there?
I think that's incorrect. But what I would say is we had different and complementary approaches. I focused more on a constitutional law, legislative-based approach. He focused more on a technology approach, which is the future approach. No better person to lead that technology, digital approach than Elon Musk. But when you're talking about a constitutional revival, it's not just done through...
I mean, if you look... It makes sense. If you look, it does make sense. So he basically called it fake news, but somewhat not fake news.
The federal government. It's done through federalism, where states also lead the way. So I'll have to be saying more on that very shortly, Jesse.
All right,
but that's
so
gonna be my
Elon
next
didn't
stop.
fire you.
No, we had a mutual discussion, and I think that I wish him well, and we're on the same page where divide and conquer in saving the country. It's not a one-man show from the top down or the bottom up. It's all of the above, and that's what I'm in for.
When you hear people say that these workers are going to get margs during work hours, what goes through your mind? I mean, how do you doge those people out of there?
What goes through my mind is I'm not surprised. I mean, the fact is you've got 4 million federal bureaucrats, none of whom were elected to those positions in the first place. And the dirty little secret is the people we elect to run the government, until this last November, the people we elected to run the government were not actually running the government. That changed when Donald Trump took office at inauguration. You have a U.S. president that is actually running the show again. Look at that sweeping slate of executive orders. Look at fixing the immigration crisis. You had 4 years of illegal immigrants flowing across that southern border. In a matter of 1 week, we're now well on our way to sealing that southern border, ending these DEI programs, restoring merit. That's our American character that we miss, Jesse. And the beautiful part about this is these were man-made problems. We got a man-made solution. Now we just got to execute.
Is DEI dead? Because Al Sharpton, he's still in the trenches.
Well, the funny thing about DEI, we use this word. Ironically, it doesn't even...
They ought to put Reverend Hands behind his back. Reverend. They ought to put his hands behind his back. He's a criminal. And it's a bunch of them. They ought to put their hands behind their back, man.
Stand for its own principles. In the name of diversity, what happened is we sacrificed true diversity of thought. And in the name of inclusion, we've created this new culture of exclusion where certain points of view just weren't welcome. That's un-American. It was neither diverse nor inclusive. And DEI and merit, you got to pick one. You can't have both. Either group quotas or meritocracy. There's no middle ground. And I think one of the things not just the Republican Party stands for, but you could see vast swaths of the American population stands for, is that we stand for merit over group quotas. That's the American way, and I think that that's what made this country great.
What's happened to the Democrat Party?
They're lost. They're lost in the wilderness. Speaking as an American, I am rooting for a better version of that Democratic Party to reemerge from those ashes.
We are?
Because I think it'll make our country better off to have actual competition.
Yeah.
Right now, they're lost in the wilderness. They bent the knee to the woke left, far left wing, forgetting about the wing that focused on economic inequality.
Ooh.
That used to be the focus of the left. They switched to all of this racial, gender, sexuality nonsense. I think they're going to have to figure out their part. That's not my job to figure out. But I think for the Republican Party, having won, I think now is take that mandate and
clip that and send it to your friends. Send it to your liberals. Send it to those your damn friends. Clip it. Y'all know where to clip it and send it. Y'all know how to do it. Man, keeping it real, man, and I love it, man. It's good to hear Vivek, man. I hear Vivek in a minute, man. He just such a good talker. I mean, he just so sharp. I mean, this fella right here is just sharp, polished. You know, just as a sharp, polished fella, man. So he does have a bright future, and whatever what takes place or whatever announcement we get in these next couple of days for his future, I know it's all going to work out, and we're going to be in good hands, man.
Restore the country that we know with free speech, with merit, the pursuit of excellence. We're not victims. We're done with this victimhood culture of the last decade or two in this country. We're not victims. We're victors. We're winners. We don't whine. We win. That's the culture that Donald Trump is leading from the top. And I think that whether it's bottom up from the states or top down from the White House, that's what we want to see in this country.
Is the media winning because Acosta's being sent to the midnight shift and Maddow has a pay cut that she has to take? What's going on?
I think the market works. That's a short answer. As long as you let the free market work and people are able to make their choices, I think you're seeing people opt out of a lot of that media indoctrination. People in this country, they're not dumb. They understand. You lie to me once, okay, maybe that was a mistake. You lie to me repeatedly, I'm cutting off that cord. And so what you're seeing is a migration of people saying that if you lied to me before, I'm no longer trusting you with that. Part of that came from the federal government. Keep in mind, we still have a federal government that, look, recently, now is finally admitting COVID started in a lab in China.
Yep.
We all knew this years ago, and yet only now, years later, is the government coming around to admitting it. People are hungry for the truth. They're done with the lies. And I do think that what you've seen in the last year, it's a beautiful thing, is a lot of people now feel the permission to speak up. People in Silicon Valley, people here in Wall Street, who would not have dared to say a word in favor of MAGA or President Trump, now able to speak their mind and say there's nothing wrong with the idea of actually making America great again. We don't have to apologize for that. And I think it was President Trump's decisive victory that gave people that permission.
You'll be speaking your mind about your future pretty soon.
Yes.
I can't wait to hear what that's going to be.
Well, look, I'll tell you my home state where I'm from. I'm flying back tonight in Ohio. We look at the country over the last 20 years. Silicon Valley was at the bleeding edge of the American economy.
Ohio governor.
I think the Ohio River Valley can be at the bleeding edge of the American economy for the next 20
What do y'all think about that? Comment down below. Ohio governor. You know, there's been a lot of controversy, a lot of this and that with Vivek, man. Some of them patriots are saying, I don't know, after that whole crash out with him and Elon Musk and the M1. I mean, it was just a lot of stuff, man, that took place, and people even some Trumpers and MAGA was canceling Vivek Ramaswamy, you know, for that whole controversy thing that took place. But what do y'all think?
20 years. People leaving this state from New York or California, right now they go to Florida or Texas. I think places like Ohio should be where they're headed in the next couple of decades.
All right, if global warming keeps happening and it's going to get really nice and sunny in
Oh
Ohio.
boy. Man, it says Vivek was so committed to efficiency that he fired himself. What a graceful person. Didn't throw anyone under the bus. Wasn't hurt. We don't whine, we win. We're not victims, we're victors. Thanks, Vivek. What a great interview. No one can get close to Vivek. All around true gentleman. One of the best public speakers in a long time. Vivek can explain complex things, processes, and operations so well. I tell you, that man is sharp, bro. He is so sharp and polished, man. Sharp as a like we say, sharp as a tack. You know, but he has a bright future, man. He's an intelligent guy, and we'll see where the future brings him. We'll see here in a couple days what's going to take place for Vivek, and we'll keep you guys updated. But you know, we are off into a new direction, man. We are off into a new direction. Let me know what y'all think of this, and how you feel about Vivek Ramaswamy as of right now. You know, put some love in the comments for your boy, and I will catch you beautiful people in the next one. Peace and love, y'all.